Good morning from day 10.
Yay, double digits.
Double digits. And I'd like to point out that the name of this town is Porrino, because what's on the end of that N, or at the top of that N?
Is that a tilde?
Yeah, it's a tilde. So we just wanted to clarify that in case you misunderstood and went to some other town looking for a Porrino without a tilde.
I'm sure there's an Porrino and an Porrino.
Yeah,
really close together.
Yeah, they're close, and it's a common misconception. Anyway, we have another long 10-miler to go today. We are going to be so bad when we get to a 15 or a 16. We've been lulled into thinking that all days are like this, or anyway.
Hardly any climbing.
Yeah.
Short mileage.
Flat 10s. Or
yeah, we're getting spoiled.
I think we're gaining weight as the trip goes on. So off we go into another day that looks like it's going to have nice amount of sun, and we're going to
Redondela.
Yep. So that's where we're headed, and should be a good day. Second full day in Spain. Well, we're out now on sort of a country back road between towns, paved, medium traffic, lots and lots of peregrinos out here. We are really surprised. We must have all started at about the same time. We passed the 100-kilometer mark. Now it's 100-kilometer if you're going straight on the central to Santiago, but because we're doing the literal, or not the literal, the spiritual variant, it's going to add to our journey a bit. So we're not paying much attention to those markers. Starting to see some mountains, and wondering when our climbing for the trip is going to begin, because it's been pretty much flat the whole way with a few rolling hills. So another difference between the Portuguese part of the Camino and the Spanish part, not only do we get the stone markers, but we get the wooden markers with the cities and the distances to the cities. That's not something that you saw much, if any, of in Portugal. So it gives you a better sense of where you're going and how far each set of services is if you're not using an app of some kind. We got a little bit of a hill in front of us. Well, it's been pretty much a suburban walk today, mostly passing through smaller towns, but primarily on the sides of roads, small roads. We just climbed a big hill compared to what we've been doing, and now we're just sort of walking flat again across the top of this plateau. Well, we've busted out into the forest, nice gravel dirt road, and some more hills. So today maybe the hilliest day that we've had so far, but nothing very steep or very high. Badgerita, we have more climbing to do.
It's been a day of climbing.
There we go, up that hill. But it has been uphill quite a little bit of the day. Again, nothing serious, but nice. Well, we had a little stop at the 7-mile mark, and we've caught another wave. It seems like you get in between the waves and there's not many, and then you get on a wave and there's a bunch of people, so everybody has their pace, and it just sort of groups up every once in a while. But yeah, still nice and sunny, and 3 miles left to go, so we're in good shape. So we're at a nice scenic wooded area. Looks like we are going to start going downhill and have some nice views around the corner. It's really quite pleasant walking. The weather is not hot and cool in the morning, but certainly ideal walking conditions, especially without any rain. So we're very, very happy with the conditions. Well, we are entering the perfect trail, dirt with softer pine needles.
We're just in a little stream.
In the shade.
Level, downhill.
Downhill. This is pretty good. Down, down, down we go, with cities and villages below us. People take advantage of all possible lunch stops, and a popular one is the bus or the taxi stand. And I think we have lost our 1,000 foot of elevation gain all in that last little downhill. It's fairly steep. I'm sure the Badgerita is going to be happy when that's done. So we have a new game. It's the Google Maps game, and when we get close enough into town to do a Google search for our hotel, we each guess the number of minutes it's going to take to get there. And the Badgerita was the winner today, 25 minutes ahead of us. And it looks like we're just going to be on kind of suburban road all the way in. So we've just sort of thought through this, and every town that we come to means a different accommodation. And of course, we're not doing the albergues. It's the smaller hotels and pensions and that sort of thing. So you never know what you're going to get. So you think there's a certain pattern, but so there's 1 bed or 2 beds. There's the size of the room, big or small. Does it have a refrigerator or no refrigerator? Does it have 1 pillow per bed or 2 pillows per bed? Does it have an elevator? What floor are we on? Yeah. And or is there an elevator? Those two work in concert.
Getting our luggage up there.
Yeah. Is it in town? Is it out of town? Is there a restaurant close by? Is there not? What else did I leave out? Does it have plenty of electrical outlets for our charging, or one located in a very obscure place?
Such first world problems.
All of this is first world problems. We're always very happy with what we get, yes. But there are quite a few differences between the accommodations. And as we've always said, in our case, if it's the best accommodation or the worst accommodation, we're there for exactly 1 night only.
That's right.
So it's all good. Okay, the end of day 10 is upon us. It's about 10 miles. We are in Redondela, and it was a hillier day than a lot of days have been. Pretty decent climbing, and then a kind of a steep downhill on pavement. And we are heading to our hotel, which is just about 5 minutes away. Appears to be right off of or very close to the Camino, in a little quieter part of town. This has gotten much quieter So, any thoughts, Badgerita?
No, just climbing and the steep descent was the main thing for today.
Yeah.
But another short day.
Yep, we have 5 days.
And a gorgeous weather day.
Yeah, gorgeous weather. We have 5 days left to go. And until tomorrow, the Cid and Badgerita out.